Hi, my name is Priyakshi and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And I have a message for you all. Well, it has been around 2 months since starting Startup Society, and I'm happy to announce that Startup Society has grown into a beautiful community of 50 plus members filled with ambitious people with their amazing ideas. Also, if you remember, we made a promise that we would try our best to elevate the startup culture in Northeast India. And we don't just say things and don't do them. So here we are with Northeast India's first ever business debate competition. Today marks the first day of Business Team Conclave, and we thought to take it a step further. Well, we're hosting a YouTube live stream starting at 5 p.m. where you can go to the live stream and vote for a favorite participant and increase their chances to win. So if you're someone who likes watching debates, who likes hearing speeches, or your friend or family is participating, then go to the live stream, vote for them, and increase their chances of winning. Or maybe you don't want to vote for anyone, then just hop on the live stream and watch how beautifully the participants debate. Well, then, I'll meet you at the live stream at 5 p.m. Bye bye. Hi, my name is Priyakshi and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And I have a message for you all. Well, it has been around 2 months since starting Startup Society, and I'm happy to announce that Startup Society has grown into a beautiful community of 50 plus members filled with ambitious people with their amazing ideas. Also, if you remember, we made a promise that we would try our best to elevate the startup culture in Northeast India. And we don't just say things and don't do them. So here we are with Northeast India's first ever business debate competition. Today marks the first day of Business Team Conclave, and we thought to take it a step further. Well, we're hosting a YouTube live stream starting at 5 p.m. where you can go to the live stream and vote for a favorite participant and increase their chances to win. So if you're someone who likes watching debates, who likes hearing speeches, or your friend or family is participating, then go to the live stream, vote for them, and increase their chances of winning. Or maybe you don't want to vote for anyone, then just hop on the live stream and watch how beautifully the participants debate. Well, then, I'll meet you at the live stream at 5 p.m. Bye bye. Hi, my name is Priyakshi and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And I have a message for you all. Well, it has been around 2 months since starting Startup Society, and I'm happy to announce that Startup Society has grown into a beautiful community of 50 plus members filled with ambitious people with their amazing ideas. Also, if you remember, we made a promise that we would try our best to elevate the startup culture in Northeast India. And we don't just say things and don't do them. So here we are with Northeast India's first ever business debate competition. Today marks the first day of Business Team Conclave, and we thought to take it a step further. Well, we're hosting a YouTube live stream starting at 5 p.m. where you can go to the live stream and vote for a favorite participant and increase their chances to win. So if you're someone who likes watching debates, who likes hearing speeches, or your friend or family is participating, then go to the live stream, vote for them, and increase their chances of winning. Or maybe you don't want to vote for anyone, then just hop on the live stream and watch how beautifully the participants debate. Well, then, I'll meet you at the live stream at 5 p.m. Bye bye. Hi, my name is Priyakshi and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And I have a message for you all. Well, it has been around 2 months since starting Startup Society, and I'm happy to announce that Startup Society has grown into a beautiful community of 50 plus members filled with ambitious people with their amazing ideas. Also, if you remember, we made a promise that we would try our best to elevate the startup culture in Northeast India. And we don't just say things and don't do them. So here we are with Northeast India's first ever business debate competition. Today marks the first day of Business Team Conclave, and we thought to take it a step further. Well, we're hosting a YouTube live stream starting at 5 p.m. where you can go to the live stream and vote for a favorite participant and increase their chances to win. So if you're someone who likes watching debates, who
Unlike usual open debates that are seen in the Iranian circuit, what we're going to do today is I'm just going to recognize one delegate at first. Then the delegate is going to present his or her argument or points. Then immediately, all the other fellow delegates can ask questions. I won't be recognizing any questions. Questions can be directly asked to the delegate of Nestle or delegate of Starbucks or whoever starts first, okay? And just I expect all of you to maintain the decorum. Do not cross talk, okay? If someone is presenting their argument or points, just do not interrupt them. Let them finish their point and then ask a question. Same goes to the person answering the question. Let the person ask the question first and then answer. Am I clear?
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to recognize the delegate who's going to start the open debate now. Who'd like to start the open debate? Raise your hands if you'd like to start the open debate. Okay, delegate of Tata recognized.
Yeah. So, do I have a topic? Are you going to give me a topic or should I just go?
All right, so we're going to provide you the topic. Just a sec. The topic has been sent to the official group. All the delegates have 5 minutes to prepare themselves, and then you all will have 90 seconds to present your argumentation and points. And right after that, we'll be moving towards the questions and open debate.
Hi, my name is Priyakshi and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And I have a message for you all. Well, it has been around 2 months since starting Startup Society, and I'm happy to announce that Startup Society has grown into a beautiful community of 50 plus members filled with ambitious people with their amazing ideas. Also, if you remember, we made a promise that we would try our best to elevate the startup culture in Northeast India. And we don't just say things and don't do them. So here we are with Northeast India's first ever business debate competition. Today marks the first day of Business Team Conclave, and we thought to take it a step further. Well, we're hosting a YouTube live stream starting at 5 p.m. where you can go to the live stream and vote for your favorite participant and increase their chances to win. So, if you're someone who likes watching debates who likes hearing speeches, or your friend or family is participating, then go to the live stream, vote for them, and increase their chances of winning. Or maybe you don't want to vote for anyone, then just hop on the live stream and watch how beautifully the participants debate. Well, then, I'll meet you at the live stream at 5 pm. Bye bye. Hi, my name is Priyakshi, and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And I have a message for you all. Well, it has been around 2 months since starting Startup Society, and I'm happy to announce that Startup Society has grown into a beautiful community of 50 plus members filled with ambitious people with their amazing ideas. Also, if you remember, we made a promise that we would try our best to elevate the startup culture in Northeast India. And we don't just say things and don't do them. So here we are with Northeast India's first ever business debate competition. Today marks the first day of Business Team Conclave, and we thought to take it a step further. Well, we're hosting a YouTube live stream starting at 5 pm where you can go to the live stream and vote for a favorite participant and increase their chances to win. So, if you're someone who likes watching debates, who likes hearing speeches, or your friend or family is participating, then go to the live stream, vote for them, and increase their chances of winning. Or maybe you don't want to vote for anyone, then just hop on the live stream and watch how beautifully the participants debate. Well, then, I'll meet you at the live stream at 5 pm. Bye bye. Hi, my name is Priyakshi, and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And I have a message for you all. Well, it has been around 2 months since starting Startup Society, and I'm happy to announce that Startup Society has grown into a beautiful community.
Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Satnadeep, and today I'm going to discuss about the impact of artificial intelligence in small businesses. First of all, let us understand what AI can help. What is AI? AI is basically an you know a modern way through which small businesses can can express their views, their way of communicating with the audience, and they can advertise in billions of millions of ways. Even where I stay, there is this one restaurant right ahead my across the street. They have this Zomato, you know, they have an account in Zomato, and they use AI generated photos for their delivery and for their food that they are selling in Zomato. So, of course, AI is actually helping small businesses, but there are some merits and demerits as well. First of all, let's talk about the positive impacts of small businesses. So, first of all, as I said, that they have been using AI generated pictures, yes, it increases efficiency and productivity. Customer services, yes, if you call any other company right now, you will first see an AI generated voice coming up to you, calling up and telling you to press few numbers before you can actually speak to the actual authority or the person who is you're going to clear out all your doubts. So of course it improves the customer services, and most of the time these AIs can help you fix your thing. Then these AIs also help many businesses, especially in Tata. These excellence model highly depends on these AI generated decisions. Yes, but of course not in top level management, but lower level of management, because AI is not so advanced so far. But I can see the vision in it. Again, where AI is a capital intensive product, of course, so there is less cost in developing AI, as you can already use chat gpt. You can access chat gpt for free, you can also buy it, you'll get more information. So of course AI, there's a factor of cost saving there. AI also helps us in personalized marketing. If you go to Shopify, and if you want to start a business, the Shopify AI will help you through each and every aspect. They will give you a customized community or the things that you want to sell in Shopify. So of course those are the good things, the positive impact of AI. Now let's talk about the bad impacts of small business for small businesses. So the first The first thing, the challenges the small businesses is the initial cost of AI. Of course, for a capital intensive product, the initial cost is really high, but it goes long term. So initial cost is high, and I don't think so most small businesses can do so. Second, there is no technical expertise because we are, or the people are not taught these things at our workplace. Of course, if you talk about startup, we do teach them, but I cannot be assured of other companies because previously there was this company, Swiggy or Nestle. He asked me how the like AI is changing people's taking their jobs, and also this is a really stupid argument, to be honest. If a person is well qualified, if he has skills, then of course how can AI take their jobs? So that is second thing. So of course you need to have technical expertise, because with AI coming into the business, there are more job opportunities, but those job opportunities are not the traditional ones but the modern ones, so that should be kept in mind. Second, sorry, the third thing, the challenges in small business enterprises is that they do not have large amount of fundings. So in case they go out for some cheaper AI or free versions of AI, they it can lead to some privacy or security leaks. So with a clear understanding of these things, I would say that yes, AI is growing rapidly. Like according to the US Chamber of Commerce 2024, about 98% of small businesses are using AI-enabled tools, and about 40% use AI-generated tools like ChatGPT for business tasks. So I think so. According to my side, I believe that AI has some negative and some positive, but of course, with the changing world, we should change our workers. And yes, AI is the future, and we cannot neglect it. Thank you.
All right, Tata, great. But before moving forward with the open debate, there are some few points that I would like to highlight again. First of all, as I mentioned earlier yesterday, um, this particular open debate will not be written down in the verbatim. It will be not captured by the press. So you all can be as harsh as possible to other delegates, okay? And you all can target other delegates. I expect some targeting. I expect some arguments, okay? And to the delegate of Nestle and Swiggy, delegate of Tata specifically mentioned that you both or one of you asked a very stupid question. You can elaborate on how exactly it's not a stupid question, okay? And
Yes,
present your argument
I
and all,
did
okay?
not ask the question about the impact of AI, but Nestle did. Yeah,
Yeah,
I did not ask anything to Tata yet.
yes. So that's all. Just do target each other, and I want some solutions at the end as well. But I would expect more questions and more arguments rather than solutions. If you're going to provide solutions, you can provide solutions to the incidents or the circumstances, the wrongful circumstances by your fellow other delegates, fellow other companies. You can refer to those particular incidents and then you can provide solutions on those particular stories. That's what I expect. And yeah, let's move forward with the arguments, points, questions. Any questions? All right, delegate of nothing.
Thank you. Um, First of all, going to the topic, not generic view from a generic view, but going to the topic of your company, Tata, I would like to ask you that data privacy is a major setback. We all know that. And small businesses really have dedicated legal
Okay, first of all,
teams.
I want to ask something. You say
Sure.
Tata privacy is a really setback. Can you elaborate?
Data, I said data privacy.
Acha, okay, okay. Continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Small businesses really rarely have dedicated legal teams to navigate data compliance. As Tata expands its AI footprints, are there any plans to offer cyber security or ethical AI compliance frameworks tailored specifically for small businesses and their ecosystems?
I didn't understand your question quite precisely. Can you make it short and more obvious?
Sure. As Tata is also expanding its AI view of the AI devices and stuff like that. And since small businesses are not having that much of a legal background and team to, support them if a data breach happens to them, is Tata expanding, or are they offering cybersecurity to these small businesses that they
Of
are
course, we
working
are.
with?
That is in our code of conduct. If you, I mean, it's so transparent. If you just go to Tata and Sons, you will get the TBEM excellence model of Tata agency. There's that is a really complete as statement over there. So yes, we are protecting the rights and of course the corporate governance. We are you know stabilizing the worker layoffs. We are making it as much transparent as we can. We are we're providing employees with benefits to actually excel in those things. So yes.
Sure, but even individual level, let's look at Google itself. I mean, Google, there are certain evidences and uh, points
That
that
is Google, not
proves.
Tata.
Sure, sure. I'm just giving an
All right,
example.
delegates. Just a thing that I'd like to mention. It's not necessary that the delegate of nothing asks only question to delegate of Tata. He can ask questions to any of the other delegates present here, okay? Since it's an open debate, it's not restricted to one delegate. Delegate of Tata started the open debate. Now we're going into a flow. So anyone can ask any question to anybody now. You all can just continue the flow, okay? Without me interrupting.
Sure. Um, we have seen a lot of evidences from Google itself that from an individual point of their customers, they have been facing data breaches from a long time.
Okay, Google, do
And
you have to say something about it?
Yeah, sure. So I want to say that, I mean, every company has its own fault, right? And Google is constantly working to improve their situation. We have very high funded research teams on that. Our team is constantly working. And I think everyone knows that how big Google's working area is and how much we
sure,
take
but
care of users.
sure. Sure, but since Tata has been such a old company in India and the world too, will there be proper legitimate cybersecurity procedures and offerings if a cyber breach happens in the future from Tata?
Of course there will be. There is still. I just mentioned you the DBEM excellence model. It let me recite it to you.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So, Tata Excellence model promotes business excellence in group companies by bringing in best in class processes and facilitating the best sharing of best practices. Of course, that relates with AI. The TBEXG, that is the new excellence model, facilitates TBEM assessments in group companies to assess their process maturity levels and overall performance. These assessments are conducted by trained certified individuals who keep the context of the company in mind while applying the holistic TBM criteria while company and industry. So of course the employees are trained by a professional individual on these aspects. Those who are responsible for cyber breach are also trained by them. So that I guess explains your answer, or is there anything else
I
you
mean,
need to?
certainly it doesn't because if you see the reports of a recent data breach by Tata, on the date of June 12, 2026, a pure extortion cybercrime syndicate known as World Leaks, they are extensively linked by cybersecurity researchers.
Where is this report you got from? First of all,
This re-
let me tell you something, okay? The reports. Okay, first of all, tell me the reports. Source.
the reports are both. There are two reports, and both reports are from Madre Genus.
What?
They both reports are from Madre Genus. There are two reports, and both are from Madre Genus, and they both have testified that there has been a database from Tata Electronics,
Okay, there
and
is there is it verified by the court or any other investigation authority? Because that is
I
not the
may
author.
I may not have researched more on the legal side of
So
that, but
okay, let me
there
tell
have
you.
been
Uh-huh.
sure.
Yeah, no,
There
go on,
have
go on.
been there have been legitimate records that I don't know 630 GB of data has been leaked or breached by from Tata Electronics, and it has impacted the global supply chains of Tata as well as many other companies that are linked to Tata.
Well, can you send me the link of that?
Sure, I can.
Well, I have a question for Tata.
Yes.
So, when you're speaking about AI, right, you said a statement that it's very illogical when you say that AI will be replacing human jobs, right? But then, if that's the thing, then why are we talking about graphic designers and editors, and why are they like so afraid that their jobs might be in danger if that's not the like solution, like thing, and it's very illogical.
First of all, not everyone can be an engineer, not everyone can be a doctor. Similar goes for the editors. Uh, do you know how many people appear for NEET or JEE exams? Just
More,
approximately.
yeah, more like
Yeah,
more
and
than 15 lakh,
how
maybe.
many of them does do they get selected? How many of them?
Really less percentage, maybe
Yeah.
1% or 2%.
So similar goes with them. If I have a really good, like 10 lakhs or 7 lakhs of PC model and AI, and there's a person who's also an editor, but he has not of as such a well developed AI. So who do you think who will have the more good approach on that? Like, who will make the better projects? Of course they're afraid of that.
But
If you're
then
not skilled
this
enough, if you do
specific
not have the
sentence that you said, it still contradicts what you said, because in the beginning you said that AI like cannot really replace the humans. You said it's illogical.
yeah, AI cannot replace the humans. Can AI replace humans creativity? No, it cannot. But it can replace the humans, but you can take the humans creativity and make it into something more, with the help of the human.
With the
Okay.
help of the human.
Yes.
But then
See,
again,
AI is the art and the human is the artist.
okay,
So
okay, fine, fine. I'll take your statement. But then again, the creators of AI, like let's take Anthropic, the creators themselves say that the AI have such power that they can overtake humans, and Claude, like in some of the models of Claude, they are able to feel human emotions. So how can you justify your statement then?
well, that is all up to the owner of the Anthropic or a delegate of Anthropic because he made such statements, not me.
But then see, if the creator themselves are
And
saying that they,
even if those claims that you gave, right, about AI being more advanced than human beings and all that, first of all, every company is using AI. Tell me one company which is not using AI. Every established company, right? So if they're using AI, they know the risk and still they are contributing in it. Anthropic, the US government said Anthropic was you know they made $1 billion, $200 million something uh contract with the US government, US defense. I have the wait, let me see.
Do we even have the delegate of entropy here?
I don't think so we
I
have.
don't think so. We don't have her.
Come on, guys, open your mics and just make it a heated
Hi.
debate, man.
Yes.
So
So yeah, yeah, go
I have
on.
a question for Telegraph Tata.
Yes.
That he mentioned about a restaurant that is using AI generated images in Zomato.
Hmm.
So is it not a way of decepting the customers because Zomato's own policies say that the restaurant should not be using AI generated images?
Well, why ask me? Ask the owner
Because you
of
give
the
the
restaurant.
example.
Yes,
I'm
if
asking you because you are giving the example.
yeah, I gave you the example. I don't own a stall, but if I did,
So
I
you
would
are
definitely
so
do
you
that.
should admit that you are giving a
Yes.
wrong example.
No, why would I agree that I given, because that is happening right now, and it
So you
seems
are
that
kind of promoting it
Zomato.
because your tone seems to me that you are promoting
Okay,
it.
okay. Let's just say I'm promoting it. Now what?
So you are promoting and saying that it is good to deceive the customers using AI, right?
I mean, if the customer is buying the food, then of course I don't think so. If there's any fault in that, because after
No,
buying the
there
food,
is
they are
because
giving good
Zomato's own
reviews
policy
on
say that
it.
it's wrong to use AI images.
Huh?
No, it's wrong because Zomato's own policy says that it is completely unethical to use AI
Okay,
generated images.
why don't Zomato fire or suspend those restaurants who are using,
Well, I am
AI?
not a delegate of Zomato, but you have
Then why
definitely
are you
given that
asking me this
example
question? This is such a
because
stupid
you were
question.
given the example.
I gave an example and I told you. Now, if
So you
it's
should rightly take
Zomato,
the
okay,
responsibility of the
listen.
example.
I'm giving you a really, good example of this. Okay, I am a king. Okay, and I have made some rules. Now, if someone violates it, is it my duty? It's my duty to, take actions on that, or is it someone else's or some peasant's duty to take actions on him?
So you are giving an example of a king. You are calling yourself a king.
Okay, yeah, I am calling myself a king.
So you are
Actually,
making the law.
at
So it's
last
your
the decision,
responsibility.
at last the
So you are
decision should be made
responsible
by the
to
king.
look after the law
If
and not a big
somebody in
state.
your kingdom makes
Wait,
a
we are talking
statement.
about companies, right? I
So you
just gave you an example. If you cannot, get with that thing, then I don't know. What is this?
so so you are rightly accepting that you gave a wrong example. That's
Yeah, I
promoting
gave an
accepting
wrong
that.
example. Happy?
Yeah, very good. Right.
Okay, nice. Any more questions?
No, not
Okay.
from my side.
I would like the delegate of Zomato to, answer this thing, not me.
Zomato is not here only.
I don't
Okay.
think we have Zomato.
To be
Swiggy,
on,
do you have any question? Please go on if you have.
see, to be honest, you should have mentioned Swiggy as an example. That way it would have been more entertaining, you know.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, Swiggy.
But anyway, sir, we're going to move forward with any other arguments or points. Come on, guys. Continue the flow. Don't break the flow.
I made I called out
Yes,
so many
I
companies.
have one question.
Yes, sure.
So just Swiggy has a policy of upskilling the women workforce by 2030. A number of 10 million women work 10 million now. A number of 10 lakh women workforce by 2030. So what's Tata's stance on upskilling the workforce,
We're
which
already
are
doing so.
okay?
Wait, let
So
me.
Swiggy, I have a counter question for you.
The
yeah,
delegate of Tata has shared the link of the source. You can rightly check it out.
Swiggy, you just
yes,
said
yes,
that you have a. I'm not sure what you said. Okay, I did not hear it, but you said you have a law or something that promotes the women workforce. Is that right?
yeah. We have a policy. We are developing a policy on upskilling the women workforce. Something
Okay,
around
so
10
if you're
lakh.
developing a policy on upskilling women workforce, then you should also see that in Instamart, right? So there has been many cases where the workers themselves have agreed that they're exploited in the name of 10-minute deliveries and they have to deliver in 10 minutes, otherwise they get penalties and they don't get the commission that they really
Yes,
deserve.
yes. After the 2019 Hyderabad incident, when a Swiggy worker was, got killed by the accident, which when he was delivering via the 10 minutes policy, we tweaked the 10 minutes policy, and we don't have that kind of policy in us with us now, right now. Now they can, move freely, but in a quick
Okay.
manner.
Okay, so
Yes.
you said move freely but in a quick manner. So isn't it like same as the 10-minute thing?
No, not the 10-minute restriction is there, but we have a competitive, you know, we have to compete with
So
other
what's the
e-commerce
time limit
agencies.
for the maximum time that it could be
Uh,
delivered?
like it depends on the distance. So we are also opening up small dark stores near the most urban centers to deliver the products quickly. But there's no time limit in that, and they have to deliver it quickly in order to compete with the other e-commerce agency,
Okay,
like the
so
other.
yeah, that's the thing. Like you're saying that you have to deliver it quickly, but again, you're also saying that they can deliver in their own time. So both of them are very contradicting, right? So what's the like
No,
stance on this?
no, we have to compete with the other agencies, right? Other e-commerce agencies like the Zomato and the Blinkit. So to keep ourselves ahead, we have to, we have to implement certain kinds of rules and regulation
So you
which
are
are
implying that
different.
all the other e-commerce platforms are in a race, and whoever reaches fast wins the e-commerce race.
Not in a race, but a hidden competitiveness is maintained between them. Yes, I can say that.
uh, I would
Now,
like
if there is
to
a hidden competitive race, isn't that indirectly affecting the riders,
Mental
well-being
health.
and their health?
Yes, that's a kind of issue we are facing. But we have a kind of policy where we are also, you know, fixing that rider issue by 10% every year to fix the accident. And we are also disbursing accident claims, insurance claims to, you know, cover up the thing. But we are also implementing certain, you know, yes, also implementing average 11 minutes SOS emergency response time to, yes, also implementing average 11 minutes SOS emergency response time to, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I have my next question for Tata. So basically, you know that Tata is expanding its semiconductor network, right? And I think you have also seen, everyone has seen in Assam only, like they're cutting major trees area down to build this semiconductor factory. So isn't that like harming the environment in the name of AI and making a lot of profits?
According to my knowledge, there were. Do you know Akhil Gogoi? He is the CM
Yeah,
of Shivsagar. So in 2017,
he's the
he in some
CM of Sivsa.
um whatever that is, like,
Okay.
yeah, he's in Shivsagar. I don't know much about him, but I read I read a statement where his foreign ministers cut down the trees in Shivsagar because he was to make some political statements there.
But then how
So
is it related to
It
Tata?
still
no,
doesn't it still doesn't imply the fact that
yeah, I'm
your
just giving
company
an
has cut the
example. You
fat.
cannot blame a company on one thing which everyone does, right? Do you
Oh,
think
okay. So
do,
you just said
It
everyone
doesn't
does.
matter if it doesn't
do
Wait.
you
matter.
think
You said
Google
everyone
has
does
been
it.
really good? Haha.
See, you said everyone does it. So if we look in that sense, in India, many people throw like the garbage in on the drains, right? So can we also throw the garbage and tell everyone that we should do it because everyone else is doing it? So it's the same concept that you're trying to imply right now.
I mean, if it's helping, first of all,
Cutting
throwing
forests
garbage
is
is
helping people.
no. I'm talking about the cutting of trees. You said we are making so we cut down trees to set up the business there, right? Which is giving
Okay.
them employee, which is giving the youth their job, right?
But trees
So
are just as important.
it is yes, it is destroying the environment, but it is also on the other hand helping people to do so. And plus, we also give 66% of our dividend to philanthropic trust, in which majority of the money is given to these environmentalists. Even in Ladakh, one TCS in Ladakh, TCS has been donating a huge amount of sums of in through their philanthropic trust to develop environment, to develop trees and grow trees, and yes. So yeah,
Why does every time Tata, when they are faced with allegations of cutting down trees to produce factories to make their profits grow, why does they always go back to the fact of philanthropy and this? And why not just make the first step of not cutting trees?
why not making the first step of not cutting trees? Okay, well, tell me how can a company expand without not taking certain steps? We are doing that because we need to expand a company. Okay, and on top of that, we are also planting trees at the amount of trees we are cutting. So yeah, I don't see there's any problem with that.
But the trees you're planting will take years to grow, and you're cutting fully mature trees.
And how many plants did Anthropic planted?
Does it matter? You're being asked the question, not Anthropic.
She's
Yeah,
like,
so I've been asked the question, and I'm saying you, we are cutting trees, and we are doing the same. So we are also planting trees. Any more questions? By the way, I would like to answer to Swiggy and Nothing. First of all, Nothing, your source is, I would I would not recognize as an authorized source, because first of all, those are individual allegations and it is not recognized by any government entity. And for Swiggy, I would say that since you said what is Tata doing, you can just go and search Aarti Subramaniam. She is the COO, or serving as the executive director, president, chief of TCS. So yes, we are doing something for the women as well. So those answers are for your questions that you previously asked me. Any more questions?
Yes,
Yeah,
security
my
recognized.
portfolio is Starbucks.
Mine is IKEA.
Okay, Satyajit, you recognized. You have raised your
Yeah,
hand.
yeah. So my question is to Swiggy. So Swiggy says that AI helps customer discover the best restaurant. If you open the app of Swiggy, so AI will show the best restaurant in the top. So, but if an algorithm decides which restaurant appears first, ain't AI deciding who succeeds and who disappears? How can a small restaurant compete against chains with bigger marketing budgets and stronger visibility? So, if you are a family owned business having to pay for promotions just to appear alongside national chains, is AI creating a fair marketplace or simply selling visibility to the highest bidder?
No, our model does not even promote the highest bidder because our AI model depends on the customer rating. So, as long as the customer rating for that particular restaurant is high, the AI model in, ranks it up in the high,
But
ranks it up
as
higher. Yes.
I have the knowledge that you guys allow ads and promotions on your app, so that creates a better promotion for the brand. So is that creating actual
Yes, even ads and sponsors can be recognized by the customers that these are ads and these are, and also we are transparent about our customers' rating as well. So customers can choose whether they should buy it from the specific restaurant or not. Yeah.
yeah, it's the
Okay, Yanav,
Yes, I have a
Microsoft, you
question for
recognized.
Swiggy. That Swiggy has a performance-linked insurance system. So does it mean that the life of an individual or a gig worker depends on their performance? So they don't have any value if they are not performing well, right?
So what's your source on that? So we don't have that kind of performance-based insurance. We are providing 3.5 lakhs
My
gig
source is
workers.
the Hindu. I have an article from the Hindu.
So performance based insurance, is it right?
Yes,
We are
dynamic
providing,
performance linked tiered system with gold, silver, and bronze tier, the three tiers of the insurance is structured.
all right. No, we are providing equally. We are looking after each and every one of our gig workers equally. We are, and they are active. 3.5 lakhs gig workers are active around pan India, and we are
So the
providing
article that
equally.
I'm seeing in front of me is wrong, right?
Not wrong, but it's not. Yeah,
No,
it's
no.
not.
Only either the article can be right or you can be right, because you are saying that you provide equally, but the article is saying that you have a performance
Yes,
linked system.
I can provide the links of all our portfolios which are available online. We are delivering our gig workers we are taking care of our gig workers equally, and we are also disbursing an annual claim of 10 crores to our insurance. And that's the tier system. Yeah,
So the so
that
the
might be.
article, the information that I got from the article, that is false, right? Because either you can
Not
be right or that
false.
article can be right.
Not false,
Then how
because
both can be
it's
right at the
it's
same time?
it's from Hindu.
Yes.
But I think we are taking care of our gig workers equally, and we are treating our gig workers with equal importance.
Okay, okay. I will share the link of the article then.
Yeah.
All right, delegate
I
of
have a
IKEA,
I have
you're
a
recognized.
question for Google.
Yeah, sure. But before that, delegate of IKEA, you can
I
ask your
also have a
question.
question for Google. In March 2018, there was a major Google data breach in which the Google Plus leaked private information of over 500,000 users, and any information about the leak was not revealed to the network's users. Also, again in November 2018, there was another data breach by Google, and approximately 52.5 million personal profiles were exposed.
What's the source of your accusation?
I'll send it in the group.
Now, can you name it?
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, okay, but I don't think Wikipedia is such a reliable source to make such huge accusations against Google. And again, if you're really questioning that thing, then I think I've already mentioned before also about the privacy breaches. Not every tech company or any company is perfect. Sometimes mistakes can happen, and I'm sure that each and every company do their best so that the mistakes don't happen again.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Now
have a
you're good to go.
question. So I just want to appreciate the irony of Google for blaming us for cutting down trees, where themselves in September 17, 2025, they cut down 800 plus trees. And the voice was, and there was a voice emerged from there that her name is Emily Margeton, who is the Mountain View voice. So how do you, you know, justify that
Okay, so first of all, can you tell me the reason that we cut down the trees?
for your projects?
Exactly. So I think that answers your question. We are not cutting down trees just for fun or for like
So
no
are
reason.
we cutting down trees for fun?
Well, I never said that.
So you did mention, right?
Yeah, I mentioned that, but on behalf of your company. But when you're accusing my company, so what I'm trying to say is that we are not
So
cutting down trees
okay,
for
so it's
fun.
okay when you do it for your project, but it's not okay when I do it for
I
my
never
project.
mentioned that, and I'm not going to answer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to I would like to say this that the point by Tata again of the compensatory afforestation, they talk about ki, after cutting down some trees, they will plant 10, 20 more trees somewhere else. But the factual and the scientific thing is that a newly planted sapling takes 20 to 30 years to provide the same level of carbon sequestration, microclimate cooling, and soil stabilization as a mature, full canopied tree. I mean, how do you testify that?
Well, of course it takes that, but for of course, in return we are giving like a huge percentage of ours, profit to philanthropic trust again, and as we already
The
know
money
that.
to the philanthropy to
Okay,
the trust doesn't conclude the fact or testimony
yes, it does not
despite the fact
conclude the
that
fact,
you have cut trees.
but we are doing something for the society while taking something from it. Now we need to expand our business, as of course and we did it for project. We are not doing it just for fun.
Are you saying that you were comparing lives with money? You were taking the
We are
lives of the
providing
trees
more
by.
lives. Do you know in Assam there is there is only one in out of 32 districts. There is only one radioactive chamber, hospital which treats cancer, and which is built by TCS in 2017. So Cutting down trees may have affected their health or so, but we are also providing hospitals in return. We are doing huge projects. We are giving a huge percentage of a share for the people's welfare.
But just making one hospital or one
One
institution to
hospital, how can you be sure? Give me some reports that we have only
no,
built one.
you have stated that you have
We
just
I have
you have
stated
stated that
that among 32 districts in Assam, said there was one district in which we have radioactive. Do you know how expensive radioactive treatments are?
I may not have, but that
So
doesn't conclude the fact that the cutting down trees is a probable cause of philanthropizing people or organizations as
cutting
a
down
whole.
tree. Okay, let's just be real. Okay, cutting down trees. Okay, I accept my fault. Okay, we are cutting down trees, but we are doing it to expand our business and to promote more employment opportunities. We are also, from those employment opportunities, the profit is earned, and we are helping more people in need, and we are giving a huge amount of the share to the people in need, which are provided in education, healthcare, and many more. So I don't think so just cutting down few trees will kill a lot of
It
people.
is not few trees, please. It is not few trees. Even one tree reduces so much of oxygen from the air, you can imagine that. And planting newly born trees, it takes 20 to 30 years of that similar effect that comes by cutting that one tree.
But we are doing something for to help the people as well. We
I
are not
mean,
just
I'm
cutting down.
sorry, everyone, but I'm still not able to understand the fact that how is the delegate of Tata comparing money with cutting down trees and
I'm not
destroying
comparing money
lives.
with. I am comparing with lives we provided. I am comparing with the lives we have provided to the hospitals we built. I'm comparing it with the lives of the people we have saved by giving them jobs. I'm comparing with the people whose life has been saved by our water negotiations, by cleaning the seas and all that. I'm comparing with all those people who were once in living in poverty, and giving them an opportunity to embrace themselves and come towards this corporate life and do something for them.
I had a question for Tata on this topic. You said right now, you said that we are giving cutting trees, but we are still giving them lives. We are giving them jobs. But what is the use of the job? What is the use of the life when they don't have a good environment, a good place to live? They don't have good
It's like you're
oxygen.
blaming Tata for everything. Do you think Tata has the is only doing is the biggest company out there cutting down the trees? There are so many
But
government projects. There are many companies out there like Reliance. There are many
I mean,
companies
there
out
is no
there.
government representative here. There is you who are cutting down trees.
The thing is, the main companies, the big MNCs, and the big MNCs are the ones who are getting the most projects out of the government. So you are one of them, and you are responsible for everything.
How
You
am
are all,
I responsible? Senator, I would like to object this because he's using personal pronouns again. It's not me, it's the entire company. So you should mention Tata again. Now,
okay,
please
Tata.
continue.
So yeah.
okay, so I would just like to ask a question to delegate of Starbucks, and before like answering this, I would like to say that I'm not supporting Tata, but Starbucks, you just said a statement that how can you justify cutting trees when they don't have a good place to live? Am I right?
Oh yeah, really. Yeah, I
Okay,
said that.
but but let's look at the fact like how do we make houses? Do we make them on top of trees or do we like cut trees and make the house? Like we are making the buildings by cutting the house, right? So like that does not make any sense.
So you are just justifying cutting trees in a adequate amount and cutting trees recklessly. So you are just like comparing both of them equally. Is that so?
No,
Cutting
see, like
trees recklessly by Tata and cutting trees in adequate amount for making homes are a totally different topic and should be discussed differently.
no, I'm just contradicting your statement. Like that's the statement that you made. That cutting trees means that they cannot have a good place to live, right? But then it does not make any sense.
The cutting trees in Tata's, uh, as I was speaking to Tata, the cutting trees meant the reckless cutting which was done by the company in many northeastern parts of India and also in the central part of India, where the biodiversity is really harmed at this point? Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for Microsoft. Can I ask my question?
Go ahead, go
Yes,
ahead.
yes.
You don't need to ask
Yeah.
me. Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. So, a report by NDTV and TradingView suggests that in July 2026, there are shareholders of Microsoft and they filed a lawsuit which was accusing Microsoft of misleading the investor that the functionality of its AI chatbot Copilot is not as much as they promised. And then it caused a significant drop in their market value. So why is Microsoft like lying to their own investor who are investing in their company?
So lawsuit for Microsoft by the investors.
No. See, Microsoft lied to the investor. The board of directors, they lied to the investor about the performance of the AI chatbot, which is Copilot, due to which it caused a really huge drop in the market.
See, firstly, AI is not a concrete object. It's always in a phase of development. So the time when we have discussed it with our board of directors and the time when they have filed the lawsuit, there is a great gap between it. So from the time when we have discussed, then from the time when they have put the lawsuit, they have evolved a lot. So we are not lying to our own board of directors. It is just the difference of time and it's the growth of an evolution of AI.
But then, if it was not the lie, then why did it cause a huge drop in the market share if the AI
Well,
was
that's so
performing well?
obvious that the stock market depends on emotions. It depends on news. So it was a news that Microsoft's own shareholders have filed a lawsuit. So it's very obvious and so simple. I'm shocked that you are not able to understand the simple fact that the market dropped because of this negative news about Microsoft.
I'm sorry, can you repeat it? The last statement?
See, the market share dropped because it was a negative news about the company. It was a negative news about Microsoft. That is why the market share dropped because market share is very dynamic. It is not controlled by one particular company. So that's why that's a simple reason that why the shares dropped. And I would like to highlight that again after the steep drop, it also increased.
So basically, you're claiming that the investors were like not lied upon.
Sorry, can you please repeat?
So you are basically claiming that your board of directors did not lie to the investor and the AI was performing just fine.
AI was evolving. It was performing just fine. There were just some gaps of time. That's it.
Okay, so
And I
this,
would highlight that there must be some misunderstandings. Nothing much.
I'm sorry, what?
There might be some misunderstandings apart from my previous point and nothing much.
Okay, all right.
I would like to go and ask the question to the delegate of Google. Google offers world-class mental health support and ergonomics to its full-time employees. Why is the same standard of psychological safety and fair compensation not provided to the shadow workforce of contract data annotators without whom Google's AI would just fail to function at all?
Can you like shorten your question a bit? Like, what's your main question?
Sure. The employees which are working on Google as a main team, they are provided with world-class healthcare from Google itself. But the shadow workforce that are working in the shadows that are helping build the Geminis and all the AI stuff of Google, why are they not provided with the psychological factors and compensation from Google?
Look, it's not like we discriminate among employees. If they're working in Google, they are working in Google. So first of all, I would not agree with the with your source that you just mentioned that we don't give the same support to the shadow workers. We do give support to the shadow workers, and every employee who's working in Google, they get the same facilities.
But there are
So
adequate sources. Sure.
uh,
Um, uh, yeah.
yeah. So I have a question for Google. So if we open Google and like supposedly we search for like clothing store, so on Google they have like it's been a year they have launched the Google AI. So whenever we search on the top before any website, they show the Google AI on which they show every reviews and the top brands which are there for uh, clothing. So if I search clothing brands, they would preferably suggest Monte Carlo or some brand like that. But supposedly there is a brand like Ravel and their website is just 6 to 7 uh, websites down. So somebody who would just see the Google AI and just go back searching for Monte Carlo, would wouldn't the small businesses they lose their traffic and revenue due to this? If they stop creating content because they can't survive, where will Google AI get reliable information in the future for that?
Okay, so your question is basically why are we showcasing large brands first in comparison to the smaller brands? Am I right?
Not only that, but the neglecting of the other websites which are down there. Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, so basically, first of all, for that, you'll have to understand the business model of Google. See, every business cannot survive with a profit, right? And this is the how Google makes profit by ads and sponsorships, right? So those companies have invested heavily. That's why their websites are on the top. Now, if you talk about new businesses, it's not like we charge them to be on Google. Any website can be put on Google, right? So that's how a business work. I mean, if we only focus on fair game for everybody, then how will even Google survive?
The thing is that without the Google AI, the thing is, I'm not talking about the competition. The competition was not there before the AI. But see, if I just mentioned that it was 6 to 7 websites down, the person, if there was no Google AI, he would have scrolled down and checked every website. He would have opened every website that would have created traffic to the website, that would have created chance for better the person to open, and then he might have been ordering the shirt if he liked that. But without opening the website, just reading the review, they are just like, I don't want to visit the website, and they are just losing the traffic due to that. That's the point. So
Okay,
they are not
so
even opening the website of the small businesses, and they are not even seeing it. That's not creating traffic for the websites.
okay, so I think that's not Google's problem, it's the customer's problem. I mean, it's up to them, it's totally up to them on what they want to buy, what websites they want to see. It's not something that Google can force the customers to support small businesses, right? If they want to buy from Monte Carlo, they can buy from that, and we cannot force the customer that you'll have to buy from small businesses.
But
Then I have a one follow-up question.
yeah, all right.
No,
Like,
excuse me. Before the follow-up question, I would like to state the sources of my previous statement that the sources are Harvard Business School, The Guardian, The Economic Times, and many others from where I have taken my statement.
Okay, can you just give your question in the group, then I'll check it out and answer it to you
Sure.
along with the source.
then my question is that what you will say on that case, that US versus the Google in the 2024, the court found you guilty for the search monopoly case, and the sources are Wikipedia, The Hindu, the BBC, and you are found guilty under the Section 2 of the Sherman Code. The case was filed on Court of USA District Court, District of Columbia.
What's the accusation?
The monopoly case of the search, whenever some companies were found you was found guilty that you are supporting some of that brands to promote their products, and whenever you search them, their website will be appear first,
I think I
and you
answered
found
it in my
guilty.
previous question too, that it's how a normal business work. They have their own business model, and it's all about the commission. Like they are paying money so that their websites are on top. It's not like we are promoting them for free, right? And again, then
Then
I'll also relate it with Nothing's question, that Nothing also mentioned that we take a lot of care for our workers, whether it's psychological. So just imagine that if we don't even take the commission from those websites, then how are we going to promote employee safety? How are we going to keep our company running?
Then you want to means you are looking for only few companies that are paying you very much, and you are ignoring the other companies, not even helping a single of them.
No, we are not ignoring the other companies
No,
because
you are saying only that. No, if a company will run on the money, that's the true thing. I agree with that. But you are only supporting that the companies who are paying you, not the small businesses. Like if possible, you can what steps you will take for supporting them.
see, for supporting them, it's not like Google is just a search engine at this point, right? Like I think you have seen many people get invited to Google events where we talk about innovations, where we talk about businesses. So it's, I'm sorry, yeah. So it's not like we only support the big businesses. It's not like the websites of the small businesses, right? That we don't even show them. They are there. It's about how much they're paying for advertisement, and you can see whenever they pay for something and they're on top, there's a small wording called sponsored. So Google already highlights that it's sponsored.
That sponsored word is only visible at very means small font size. So it for a user who is going to for shop them, it's a very hard for them to find that sponsored word. And that same case, the other companies would say like in the name of the real juices. So they can say, yeah, my name is there, the real, but it doesn't sell real. And because there is a star mark upon our company's name that shows that the nature and it doesn't support the. They are only for advertisement. No?
I think this question coming from Nestle is very ironical and full of hypocrisy
No,
because
after, yeah, I can
look,
agree that, but after there is in Nestle, if you go in a Nestle, you see that our the that sign that we say that it doesn't sell its nature value, it's very much highlighting, I guess, so right? At every point, if you see the front package of Nestle, at the right side you feel the every company name, there is a market that is very eye-catching. So if the customer is good to see, he will see at the end. And but at that case the Google doesn't, it's very eye catching, it's very much like the phone colors are same only, the white and gray. So it's very hard to see to customer that it's sponsored or not. And it's very hard to find the small companies to find there, as I have searched many small companies, but it's very hard to find. It takes many times more than 10 minutes. Then how it will uh, help them, the small companies?
look, it depends on the company. They have to work hard to flourish, right? And about the sponsored thing, I completely don't agree with you because I don't think any other users have difficulty of what seeing that sponsor result. If yes, then they probably have some eyesight issue. And about the hypocrisy thing, so I was saying that because Nestle, you ask these questions, but then again, your same company, they provide harmful chemicals to infant food in the like
Harmful
poorer countries,
chemicals.
whereas
Can you
in
mention
richer
that?
countries you guys don't provide the same thing but with no sugar. So
Wait a second. You are telling a harmful chemicals, and then you are selling means two different question. Tell one question first, na? Like can you
see,
name some harmful chemicals? Harmful chemicals.
She meant that Nestle is been using added on sugar on baby food. So that answers your question.
I don't think so.
Well, I
He
have a
said
question for Nestle.
yes.
Nas. So Nestle has aggressively pushed their breast milk substitute formulas in developing countries like Africa, in developing nations like Africa, India, and so on. So they have been found guilty of sending their sales representatives dressed in nurse uniform in African countries, and where they told new mothers of newborn babies that formulas are scientifically superior than natural breastfeeding. So how does
If
Nestle justify it?
Okay, let
you're
first
saying
of all, Microsoft.
one
You
question by a
mentioned
time, I guess.
Microsoft. You mentioned that Nestle is providing, added on sugars on breast milk and also. So if you're so concerned with mother and sons and the new infants relationship, then why have you taken sides with Israel in the Israel and Gaza war? Because
Sorry, sorry, I have not understood your question. What is your question?
my question is, if you're so concerned with a mother and son's relation, then why have you taken Israel's side in Israel and Gaza war? where
How he has
the,
taken Israel styles? I don't get your
well,
point. They're
Microsoft
two differently
itself.
questions.
Okay,
I am talking about substitutes of sugar. I am talking about substitute of breastfeeding, and you are taking it into a whole different point.
yes,
We'll come to
substitute
that
of
later, but let me
breastfeeding.
finish. Let
What
me finish my question to Nestle. We'll come to that later. I want Nestle to answer my question.
If you're saying that we are promoting, if you go deeper search about that, in case of India, you have said many countries. I said in case of India, there was a law after made that it was banned to promote that. So after the government ruling and the regulation comes out, Nestle has doesn't sell a single product and just like a you said that nurses are outside the hospitals. Before the
Inside the
regulation,
hospital.
no, not inside. I can point it out. It was outside the hospital. It was outside the hospital, and it doesn't force. It was just for an advertisement. They are selling that a breast milk you can take, and
And where they
after
stated that
let
formula
me
is
complete.
scientifically superior. So is
Let
it
me
not
complete.
false marketing?
Let me complete my statement first. And after the government regulation, Nestle stopped that promotion of the breastfeeding the formula.
Okay.
Okay.
So you are saying that Nestle stopped it after the government's regulation, but before that, Nestle didn't know that it was harmful for the babies, right? So you didn't know about it. Being a very big
As
company, you didn't know that
product
it's
will be
harmful, and
advertised.
you sold it before you sold it before the regulation. After the regulation, you complied, but before the regulation, you sold it.
We are selling it on an advertisement, not at a forcefully like you have to take the breastfeed the formulas to feed
Of
your
course, you
family.
cannot force. Of course, you cannot force.
Not, it was not force. It was not force. It was
Yeah,
advertisement. It
I know
was
that it was not forced, but you are
can you
promoting
share
that.
their
That means you
sources
wanted to sell
where
it.
it is, listen. Can you share their sources where it is specially mentioned? It is forcefully sold to the mothers of
I
the
have never
infants
told
and
it forcefully. I have told that you have promoted it.
yeah, promotion will be there of the company of the
Yep. So
products.
you promoted it through
We are
saying that it is
advertisement.
scientifically superior, whether it is not.
Alternative if you are not many mothers some mothers wants to feed them without breastfeeding. They want a baby product from like we are giving them a product. If you wanna you can take it. We are not forced any of that
You
that
have
you
not
have to
told,
take.
but you have told that it is scientifically superior.
Okay, can you share that source where it's
Yes, sure.
mentioned that
Yes, sure.
scientific.
I will share it in the chat.
Okay, I'm waiting for.
So till the time, can I start? So I had a question for Google again. The topic you said to the answer you said to Nestle and to me were quite contradicting. So you said to him that uh, when a company sponsors allow like promotion, they have a small sponsor in the side. And the thing you said to me was that if how will a company run if we don't put their name in the Google AI? So Google AI doesn't work on promotions. The promotion thing was from back on 2000. It was introduced in October 2000. So the promotion thing was from back then. And if we didn't introduce this AI, the promotion would have still worked. But along with that, the website in the sixth or seventh number, they would also have been discovered. The website would have been clicked. They would uh, have traffic. The thing Google AI actually shows is just basic information. It just shows that these are the brands. They just show the names, detailed list of the business, the top what do you say brands. So it won't show the brand in the seventh or eighth number, whatever. But that's the whole thing. It was the sponsorship was from back then. If Monte Carlo has the budget of having ads, so why are they getting free promotion through Google AI? That's the question.
Okay, so where did you get the thing that they're getting free promotion?
I have shared the
Where
source.
that's not the
Let me
main
check.
thing. Thing is, if you search Google for any like clothing brands, I have searched it. I will just share the screenshot in the group. Wait a second.
You can continue with your question.
See, if you if I search clothing brands, right? I will just say what I'm seeing on my screen: fast fashion and everyday basics, H&M, Zara, and Gap. It's showing the top brands which are there for this category. And if some brands are there down in sixth or seventh position, they wouldn't even recognize it. And if we go down, there are sponsored ones, the sponsored one, but not in the Google AI. They are showing the websites. But if we would have removed this Google AI, they would still have the sponsored website. If Monte Carlo had the budget for showing sponsored, they would still have it without the Google AI. And with that, the websites down there would also have been discovered. It would not have provided small info, and they would not have been distracted by that.
Okay, so like, what's the problem in that? Because even Starbucks charge so much money for a simple coffee, a simple cup of coffee.
See, that's experience. So why are you comparing experience with something like not supporting small brands?
No, like Starbucks charge a lot of money for a small cup of coffee. So if
Yes,
you're
we do.
asking Google that why are we supporting the huge brand, then see, like, it all depends on the customer reach, right? If the customer is engaging with a specific brand, and suppose there's another brand who is not up to the mark and customers are not much interested, if you yourself are running a company, then which one will you show first? Obviously the one that customers are engaging with, right? Even if there's AI, there's
If
no AI.
okay,
That's a like
so
normal business term.
do you know this have worked without the AI? If you click the website, if thousands of people click the website would automatically be shown in the top. That's called an algorithm, and that is done without an AI. But AI is not helping in those things. They are just trying to fabricate this thing under the name of algorithm and just promoting the top websites.
No, see, AI is a completely different thing. Gemini is there for answering your questions. It has nothing to do with sponsoring brands. That is a
No, I have
complete
not talked
different
about
thing.
Gemini. Yeah, I have not talked about Gemini. If you search a keyword, supposedly search clothing brand right now on Google, you will see a thinking bar for some second, and then it will say a AI overview. Overview of all websites. If somebody provides an overview of all millions of websites there, and it will show only three websites, does it show any like support for the small brands? The millions of brands are getting not recognized through
Okay,
this.
look. See, there are millions and millions of websites in Google. So if we go around and try to like help each and every small businesses in that sense, then that's kind of impossible. It may sound possible on paper, but that's irrelevant and
I
impossible.
am not talking about supporting the millions of websites there. Some are shady websites, some are hack websites. The one down there in the seventh or eighth position, the one in the second page, they are not getting recognized. People are not looking in websites anymore. They are just searching the keywords, and they are just clicking the
So
preferred
that's a
website which is
people
shown in
problem.
the
How is
Google.
that Google's problem?
That's perspective built by Google. If you people are manipulative, they're manipulated by the things which are shown.
You are
If
also
AI over
manipulating people by building a brand name and then selling a cup of coffee for 200 rupees when it can be sold for 60 rupees. So I don't think
we are not
Starbucks should talk about
manipulating that.
manipulation.
The thing
Very irrelevant.
that if you are talking about manipulation, that's not manipulation. All right, $60, 60 rupees, and along with that, the experience they are getting. That's what they think they
What
are
kind of
paying for.
experience
They
exactly?
That's the experience they want to receive. They don't want
The
to sit in a
experience
chat.
of putting ice in a coffee, right?
No, experience of having coffee with no sugar.
Experience of
That's the
sitting in a luxury cafe
But
where
then
there
there are
are
cafes
lighting
which also
people.
provide really good coffees for very low price.
They are not
Not only
there
a
for
thing
the
that
coffee.
Starbucks is doing.
Why are not
Experience
trying
of
to
having an
understand why
overhyped
not
coffee.
we are not selling coffee. We are selling the experience. We are selling the experience of sitting in the place. Just try to understand that.
See,
Coffee,
Is
coffee is
basically,
not
Starbucks a company for the experience of sitting in a place, or is it a company for selling coffees?
experience of sitting in a place while sipping coffee. Yeah, I would like to frame it like that.
What is the primary experience? Is it experience of sitting in a coffee house or is it sipping the coffee? I am not able to understand it.
Can you say it again? I just didn't hear it actually.
Sorry, I'm saying, what is the primary purpose of Starbucks? Is it the experience that is given in the cafe by sitting there in ACs, or is it the coffee they're sipping for 200 rupees?
So we would like to give two main reasons. The first is the experience, and second, they are the finest coffee which you will get from the finest coffee beans. They are the two biggest like motto of our brand. Yeah, is it
As a
done?
like consumer of Starbucks, I personally want to state that it's not even that special, honestly.
That depends upon area. If you are sitting in there are a lot of outlets there.
So it means that
If
you are not able to manage all your outlets.
Is
that's
your company falling apart?
well, the company isn't, but the franchisee the franchisee outlets are independently owned and they are independently managed. We can definitely
So
give
you
the
are not
instruction.
responsible for what your
I mean, still,
franchisee is holding.
it is still Starbucks. It is still your company's name.
It is, and we are taking strict actions on that. But the thing is,
Starbucks, could you tell me the USP of your company?
the
Yeah, okay, it's fine.
See, there was a very simple way to avoid this particular situation. Delegate of Starbucks would have easily mentioned that that's a personal opinion of the delegate of Google. Okay, it's really that simple. It's a personal opinion of a particular customer. We have this much customer base or this much fan base. Among that, there is one consumer who does not like the experience of Starbucks. So it's individual opinion. That way you could have prevented it. But no, you told about franchise issues, you told about ownership, diversifications and all, hence negative points. So you have to defend yourself well, ठीक है? ऐसे बोल दोगे कि फ्रेंचाइजी का गलती तो नहीं है ना? You are providing a brand, you're providing a logo, you're providing an experience under the name of Starbucks. No matter how much money that particular person pays to get that license, to get that branding of Starbucks, it's your responsibility. So you cannot directly blame the franchisee owners or whatever. You have to defend by saying it's just a personal opinion, man. That's it. Now, since we'll be closing the open debate soon, I would expect some arguments, okay, in the form of speech or any form, from all of the delegates. Tata made his points, and if any one of you would like to raise some points, some arguments, apart from questions, if you want to present some solutions related to the problems of other companies, now's the high time. Just raise your hand. I'll recognize you. You start speaking. And if I interrupt you, that means your time is elapsed. Now I'll move forward with the other speaker. Yes, delegate of IKEA.
I would like to ask Starbucks a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
In 2024, there was a lawsuit filed against Starbucks in the Court of Columbia by National Consumers League, and the Starbucks was accused of false claims about 100% ethical coffee and that they were sourcing their coffee through areas where it was proven to have forced labor and child labor. So, does Starbucks support forced labor or child labor?
Delegate, would you like to answer this question or refrain to answer this question? Delegate of Starbucks.
Did I receive a question actually? Like I didn't understand the
Okay,
thing.
delegate of IKEA, can you repeat the question?
There was a lawsuit against Starbucks in 2024 filed by the National Consumers League, and Starbucks was accused of making false claims of 100% ethical coffee because a lot of its source were already proven to have forced and child labor. So does Starbucks support forced labor or child labor?
No, we definitely don't support child labor. Yes, the thing was right in some outlets. There were cases of child labor, and we definitely took strict action on them. Yeah, and we are totally against child labor. Yeah.
But it was mentioned that Starbucks was sourcing coffee from the sites even after it was proved that there were incidents of child labor and forced labor.
Well, we uh, at that time we didn't receive the whole information, and we didn't knew the truth regarding that area, and we didn't had valid reasons to believe it wasn't. Uh, we actually didn't have valid reason to believe that it was indeed a place where child were working actually.
Okay.
So in this regard, I would like to ask a question to IKEA's delegate. So I'm going to paste a news article in the chat first. Now, the news says that an environmental group and Earthside accused IKEA of sourcing wood from the protected areas of Russia and Ukraine. And after that allegation, IKEA stopped sourcing from stopped sourcing from Russia and Ukraine. So, what's your take on that?
I I as IKEA we don't believe that news is a reliable source for information. And as far as why did we stop sourcing, it was just to save image.
Save image for from what? From your allegations to
Some
source wood from the
controversies.
protected area. What kind of controversy? So, do you recognize the controversies for that you're sourcing from the woods, that you're sourcing woods from Russian protected forest?
I have also
No.
one follow-up question.
Yes.
Granted.
Like, like there was a case has been not a case. There was a very much famous one that IKEA has allegedly from the environmental organization, like illegally taking the woods from protected forest. Is it true?
Can you
And
repeat the question?
like there is a
Same question.
statement. Wait, I mean that was a follow-up, na? That more supporting your question. Illegally taking the from the protected forest, and you doesn't have a single answer on that. You say shut on that topic officially.
See,
Can I know your
avoiding.
source? Delegate of Nestle, can I get the source?
Okay, I'm sharing the source. Wait a second.
I have a question for delegate of Microsoft.
Yes, sure.
Yes. So, in the recent times, there were allegations that Microsoft was providing Azure cloud services and AI services to Israeli Ministry of Defense. So, my first question is Microsoft taking sides in this crucial war where children are dying, women are being raped, and Microsoft is just providing AI services to the military of Israel.
So what is your source? Firstly, can I know?
The source is AP News. I will say, wait, let me send you the link.
Yeah, and what is your question?
Amidst of this war, why is why is Microsoft taking sides with Israeli government?
So see, Microsoft is not taking any sides. Microsoft is always on the side of peace. Now, the source that you have and the question that you asked that whether Microsoft is helping Israel or it's taking sides, so no, definitely not. Microsoft is always on the side of peace, and the services that we provide, they are just from just from Microsoft to customers, and they are just based on the basic principle of business, that is a relationship
Okay,
between
if
the
if
customer and
Microsoft,
wait,
if
let me
if
complete
mic
my answer.
yeah, okay.
So it's a relationship between the company and the customer, and it's not taking any geopolitical side. So yeah,
If it's not taking any geopolitical sides, then why has been the workers working in Microsoft being fired from their jobs on the 50th anniversary protest over Israeli contract?
so Microsoft, what can can you please repeat?
Why
Workers
were
being fired.
why were the protesters or the workers were fired from Microsoft on the 50th anniversary protest over Israeli contract?
And what is your again source?
I gave you the source.
Can you please repeat? Then
Why were the protesters
no,
and
no, I want the source.
yeah, I
What was
gave it in the chat.
okay? Just let me check, and then I will be back with the answer.
Microsoft, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so you just mentioned that Microsoft opts for peace, but then again, it was
Microsoft does
Bill.
not directly works for peace, but it is always on the side of peace. Yes.
Yeah, so it's on the side of peace, but then Bill Gates and its former employees were on the name of Epstein files, and then it was
Well,
also found that.
right. So, what
No,
does it
let me
mean
let me
to be?
finish my question. It's
Okay,
not
fine.
finished. Yeah. So and then it has also been alleged that Epstein tried to go into the like internal network of Microsoft and secure power over there. So why are you giving powers to such sort of criminals?
We are not giving powers to criminals, and that source that you have, that must be completely contaminated and wrong. So, if I come back to the that there was name
The
of Bill
source
Gates,
is
that
New York Times.
well, then I please share the source, and I will answer. I will come back to the second part of the answer. But the first part is that there was names of Bill Gates in the here's name of Bill Gates in the Epstein file. So what does it exactly mean to have a name? It just means that Epstein must have talked to someone about Bill Gates. It does not mean that Bill Gates was present with Epstein or Bill Gates was talking to Epstein. And I would like to highlight that even there was the name of Mahatma Gandhi in the Epstein files. But does
It has
Mahatma Gandhi
nothing to
was
do with
talking with Epstein? Definitely not. So it just means that there's the name of Bill Gates was there. It means that in any conversation of Epstein, he must have been talking about Bill Gates with someone else.
no. See, like it has been recorded that Microsoft gave internal information to Epstein, and Epstein tried to get power in Microsoft.
So
I'll give you the quotes.
Microsoft gave that information,
I
and
have one question. Where did you get that Mahatma Gandhi's name was in
well,
Epstein file?
okay. I will share that with in a group, but let me first
Okay.
answer the question.
He was dead by then, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. That his name was
And
there in that file, but still, his name was there in the file even after his death. It just means that the name can be there without even the physical presence of that person.
listen. Bill Gates made the Jeffrey Epstein multiple times between the 2011 and 2014. After the Epstein's file, Gates reportedly denied that it was a mistake of meeting. Meetings were a mistake, and that was he regretted them.
Yes, right. So
Now,
when
what's the point of meeting with a
yeah,
Bill Gates and Jeffrey
let
Epstein?
me firstly I gave one argument that the name does not conclusively mean that the Bill Gates was present there. Second, your question is that he regretted it. Yes. So now there can be two people, let's say A and B, and one meets B. So B might be a criminal, but it is not very well known to the world, and the other person who met B must,
I
must not
think
know that
so.
he was
Both.
a
Okay.
criminal. So he regretted it because he understood later on that yes, he met a criminal, but till that time he was not a convicted criminal. So yeah,
Yeah. Epstein was not a
Epstein was a criminal, but the way how we know it today, it was not that well known, and that's why Bill Gates
only about
regretted it because Bill Gates didn't know about it, and then he met. So it was not in Bill Gates' mind that he is meeting a criminal. It was in Bill Gates' mind that he is meeting another person.
See, Bill Gates was not a normal person that he doesn't about the meetings. He was the
So
such a
wait. Being
listen,
Bill
listen, listen.
Gates,
You are
no, no,
saying
no, 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 no.
like,
Now
listen,
Bill
listen,
Gates
listen. You are saying
was
that
the
it was a
founder of
mistake.
Microsoft. It does not mean that
Listen,
he must know everything about the world. It does not mean he
why?
must know everything about the world, everything about the law. He might
Not
not know. That's not
he
an
doesn't know
argument.
that
That's not even an
he doesn't
argument.
know that he is not a normal person that he doesn't know who is going to meet him, and he was not a meet a single per time. He is meeting multiple times between 2011 and 14. And if you're
Multiple
taking a
times in
A
11 and 14.
yeah in between 2011 and 2014, and you are saying that regret like I'm giving just giving example. You said that person A about person B, like person B do a crime that is type of just an example I could like a murder to and person A. After that few years that the case was not found anything, that the person B is only a normal person, he is not a guilty. Okay, after every person found guilty, they'll say, "Oh, by mistake I have begun." It doesn't mean now. And Bill Gates is a normal norm. Bill Gates is not
Just
a
make your
normal
question
person.
concise and precise.
Okay, like you are saying that it was a mistake. Bill Gates is not a normal person that anyone can meet the Bill Gates. Okay, the he Bill Gates
Gates
is
met
a the
Epstein because
team.
Epstein was then he was not only a convict. He's not only a criminal, but he was also he had his hands in business. That's why they must have met.
He was running both business and crime at the same time. And Epstein was gone jail for many times about that thing.
Well,
After the
it's drifting apart from our agenda.
I
Our
okay like
agenda is not
okay
that. Our
the
agenda is not to discuss about Epstein. I have already given the answer that you sought for. And also, I would say that it's absolutely absurd and completely false that Bill Gates was
going on the flow,
involved in any
not
crime.
it was going on the flow. The argument is going in the flow, not in about the agenda right now. The question was
No, but we
appointed in
need
the
to, yes, right, but
See,
we
first
need
of
to,
all, if I was representing Microsoft and I heard the accusation of our founder Bill Gates getting
mm,
accused severely that he's involved with the crimes associated with Jeffrey Epstein, then I would have countered back. That particular delegate who accused, he would not have been able to speak up for the next uh, 30 minutes
yes.
or the leftover time.
So,
So just target that particular delegate, and yes, the discussion should be related to the broader agenda that we have, but since it's entertaining the committee, we're going to allow it.
so, so the allegation is that Bill Gates have met Jeffrey Epstein. The allegation is not that Bill Gates have committed a crime with Jeffrey Epstein. So yes, he have met and then he have regretted and he have apologized for this mistake. It was a genuine mistake.
genuine mistakes of meeting a crime
Well,
criminal
I
has
already
been
told you that he was not a convicted criminal. He was not a very well known criminal back then, like today. Today we are able to
back
talk.
back then. The U.S. government, he was notified like he was not a normal criminal, like a normal gully ka chor. He was not criminal what he does. He was not a normal criminal that only the local people know about him. He was like a such he does a crime that whole the world knows because the file was leaked. And Bill Gates is not a normal person that he will meet anyone. The team has been definitely the team will
I've shared
study
the
about who the
photos
person
of Bill
is.
Gates in Epstein file in the group.
So you are contradicting it actually because meeting and then committing a crime is not the same. It's just meeting another person. So
Bill
that's it.
Gates knows who he is going to meet, and then also he is going to
So
meet
you are
a
just contradicting and you are over assuming that Bill Gates, because he is a founder of Microsoft, it does not necessarily mean he need to know everything about the other person he has met.
delegate. See, if a big person's like a Bill Gates, he doesn't manage all this meeting, right? His team manage and he give to the whole uh, compiled file to the Bill Gates.
And
That
I also want
at
to
last,
also want you to hold. I also want to make another argument that
but
Bill
then why
Gates
he's
later wait. Let me complete my argument. Bill Gates later testified before the U.S. Congress that he accepted the introduction to Epstein under the premises that Epstein could help raise billions of dollars for global health philanthropy. So when he met Epstein, it was not for a wrong cause. He met Epstein, definitely he met Epstein, but not for a wrong cause. And yes, he was not well aware of his actions.
okay.
Yes, so we can clear that point now and we can move forward with the delegate of nothing.
Chair, I would like to make my speech right now.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Sure. Um, right now, Silicon Valley small businesses को एक बहुत बड़ा खाब दे बेच रहा है. ऑटोमेट एवरीथिंग, स्केल इंस्टेंटली और एआई को अपनी आवाज बना लो. बट थिंक अबाउट इट, अगर हर लोकल कैफे, बुटीक और बुक स्टोर एक ही एल्गोरिदम से अपनी कहानी लिखेगा तो सब बिल्कुल एक जैसे साउंड करेंगे. दे विल बिकम अ स्टेराइल कॉर्पोरेट एवरेज, और एक स्मॉल बिजनेस के लिए एवरेज होना मौत से बराबर है. टेक्नोलॉजी तभी पावरफुल होती है जब वो इनविजिबल हो. लेट एआई हैंडल योर इन्वेंटरी एंड योर स्प्रेडशीट्स. मैकेनिकल फ्रिक्शन को पर्दे से पीछे चलने दें. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू द फ्रंट ऑफ द हाउस, आपकी वॉइस, आपका क्राफ्ट, आपका कम्युनिटी, कीप इट एंटायरली ह्यूमन. इस सिंथेटिक नॉइस के भारी दुनिया में सबसे कीमती चीज ऑथेंटिसिटी है. सबसे कीमती चीज है नथिंग.
That's it.
यस.
Present.
As I would like to answer Swiggy's question about the earlier allegation. After the allegation, we conducted the audits and we involved third parties to conduct research on what was the actual issue of the sources were actually from protected forests. And we also took more stricter measures to ensure that such things don't repeat, because as a we are a very large company and having branches across so many parts, it's hard to manage each and every one at all points of time. So there can be some issues, but we conduct audits regularly and we don't stand with such suppliers.
So you're admitting that that IKEA sourced its wood from the protected areas of Ukraine and Russia.
No, IKEA was not aware of the sourcing, where the actual sourcing were taking place from.
All right.
Okay, delegate of Google recognized.
Chair, I just wanted to let you know that we have shared our solution paper in the group.
Okay, well, I'll just mark the solutions now. You all can continue the open debate. Then after that, at 7:10 p.m., we'll stop the open debate, we'll suspend it, and then we're going to move forward with tabling the document, okay? Then all the authors, sponsors, signatories, you all have to discuss the solutions. We'll ask questions as well if needed. And yeah, that's it from my side. You all can continue the debate. Yes, delegate of nothing.
Sorry, I have mistakenly raised my hand.
Okay. So now to get more points and to, lead the chart, you all have the option to give solutions as well. You all have been marked 0 for solutions for the open debate. Um, Portfolio representation, nobody got more than 5.5. So you better give some arguments, some points with solutions to get more points. You still have time. You have 9 minutes left. So if it was me, I would have given more solutions because it's the only way you can get to the top of the leaderboard. And Priyakshi, since you are the like organizer of this particular event, obviously I'll allow you to speak. But is there anyone else who'd like to speak?
Yeah,
Do we have to
I would
give
like to speak.
solutions for our own company or like in general?
It's up to you. Okay. So first of all, delegate of IKEA will provide some solutions. Then Tata. Then we'll move forward with delegate of Google. And if anyone else would like to give the solutions, please raise your hand. Yes, Nestle as well. After that, Google. So yeah, first IKEA. You have 30 seconds and complete it as soon as possible. Okay.
So I, as we highly believe that, so we highly believe that we should start treating ethics as a part of how we conduct business. We could use it as a tool to promote our business, and like we could treat employee welfare as an investment rather than as a cost. Investing in employees actually leads to benefiting the tools needed in today's world. It would lead to the company eventually benefiting, getting better work output from the employees and better work results, faster work speed.
Okay, you have elapsed your time. Moving forward with the delegate of Tata. Please don't take more than 30 seconds. Sorry.
Okay, so my simple solution would be taking inspiration from the TBEM excellence model of Tata, because we have been into the market since 1863. So it would be really great. And in return, I just ask some royalty because it is patented, so you won't get it for free. Yeah, that's how you can actually make ethics and workplace, ethics and profits profitable while being profitable. So yeah, that's my conclusion.
Okay, delegate of Nestle. No more than 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay. First of all, I was going to point one that we are going to, means the Nestle will try to expand the income accelerator program to provide the direct financial incentive to the cocoa farming families for improving the livelihood and keeping the children in the school. Second, the solution I would give to the strengthen the child labor monitoring and the remaining system, CLMRS, by increasing the independent audits and expanding monitoring to all high risk sourcing regions. At last, I want to say one more solution that we are to adopt a zero tolerance policy for the child labor and illegal sourcing with the clear consequences for suppliers that fail to meet the Nestle standards. Because Nestle will not going to accept that a single company who has not coming up to the Nestle standards for their collaboration.
Delegate of Microsoft next.
Yes. So I would like to propose some solutions to this agenda. First is ethics linked performance incentives. Companies should include ethical conduct, employee welfare, and customer satisfaction alongside financial performance when evaluating and rewarding managers. This prevents profit targets from encouraging unethical practices. Secondly, independent ethics and whistleblower system. Establish confidential reporting channels managed by an independent ethics committee with strict anti-retaliation policies. This allows misconduct to be identified early because it before it causes financial and reputational damage. And the third and very important one, that employee upskilling instead of immediately. When automation or AI replaces certain tasks, companies should first invest in reskilling and redeploying existing employees. This retains experienced talents while allowing businesses to benefit from technology and reduce long-term recruitment. Thank you.
Okay, next we have the delegate of nothing.
Sure, I would like to put forward some solutions. The first one will be, if you can't show your customers how it is made, don't make it. How to make it? It's simple. If you use AI tools on your company, tell your customers exactly what the tools does and what where their data goes. Second solution will be built for sustainability, not scale. Define what enough profit looks like for your lifestyle and your community. And the third and the final solution from my side will be deliver value, then get out of the way. Respect your customers' attention span. Keep your digital touch points clean, fast, and respectable. No clickbait, no spam, no hidden opt time. Thank you.
Delegate of Swiggy next.
Yes, I would like to propose some solution regarding the carbon reduction. So we aim to reduce 4,483 tons of carbon by 2030 by adopting EV vehicle, and we also aim to integrate AI, the Anthropic's model of Claude, to reduce our emergency response time from 11 minutes to 5 minutes, also partnering with the Sulabh International to provide sanitation facility for the women delivery partners, and also to introduce a financial literacy program in partnership with the National Stock Exchange, and also reduce workplace accidents by 10%. And lastly, we aim to launch a nationwide sensitivity campaign to encourage society to treat gig workers with respect, dignity, and with an humanitarian approach. And also, we aim to create 3 lakh new jobs for women by 2030. Yes.
Great. Now next we have delegate of Starbucks. Starbucks, would you like to provide some solutions?
No, I would not.
Chair, I have some solutions.
Yeah, recognized.
Okay, so the delegate of Google would like to propose two solutions. So first is that AI centers who are working heavily on AI and data center that is using heavy amounts of fresh water, they should invest heavily in research so that they can find out some alternatives for this water wastage and then reduce the amount of water that has been used up while cooling out the data centers. So second would be to promote education and volunteer based program where the workers who are working in the informal sectors, they are provided with adequate information about what they're exactly working and what are their rights as a worker. Thank you.
Can you repeat the last point?
Sure. So what I mentioned is, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I mentioned is that the workers that are working in the informal sector, right? So the employees of that specific company can come up with a volunteer-based work, or it can be just educators who educate these workers about what are their rights as they're working in the informal sector and about their health, about basic education systems, so that the cases like the one I mentioned on the first day, which was the workers of Maharashtra, where the women were had to go under a surgery where the uterus was removed, so that those type of cases don't happen again. That's my solution.
Okay, great. Um, Next, I think we have taken solutions from both
I have one
Nestle and
suggestion on like the AI users. Can I?
yeah, you can.
Like there was a startup known as Soltel. The startup gave a solution that uses of waterless cooling system powered by the solar energy and waste heat, eliminating the need of water in the data center. And there are many other startup known as Favorite and other companies, and they are funded by many large companies for them. And they have said that by 2030 they are going to apply that startup ideas for the AI cooling system that will reduce the uses of the water in cooling system.
Okay, it's noted. Delegate of Microsoft, you have raised your hand.
Actually, I've already given my solutions.
Yeah, okay.
It was by mistake.
Yeah, it's fine. So we've taken all the solutions except Starbucks. Starbucks choose to not provide any solution for this open debate session. With that, we formally conclude the open debate session. It was a really nice session. It was really active at the very end, and especially when the topic of Jeffrey Epstein came up, it was quite amazing.
I have I have one thing to say after you completed, Judge, like
Yeah,
informally, like
yeah, sure. And
uh,
again, yeah. So I was saying that even though if we went a bit outside of our broader agenda, I believe that all of you had a really good debate. All of you who participated in an enthusiastic way. But yeah, a few suggestions as always. You could have focused more on the portfolio representation. Okay. Microsoft did it really well. Swiggy also, and Tata, you can be a bit humble because Tata company is like humbling company I can say, and they're like really kind. At the same time, they humble other companies as well by their own achievements and all. But if you are a bit humble to all the other delegates, if you show your kind version, then you could have get more points in the portfolio representation. That's basically how you represent your um, portfolio's motto, right? But yeah, you have been marked accordingly because you have been sticking with the motto of Tata with the code of conduct wala thing. So accordingly, you have been marked. And IKEA and Nestle, you could have stressed, yeah, in your arguments and points a bit more in a very factual way. ठीक है थोड़ा सा factual way में नहीं हुआ है arguments आप लोगों का वो थोड़ा fix कर सकते हैं आप लोग and rest Google it's fine and nothing everything is fine. ठीक है you have asked brilliant questions, you have got maximum points in questions only. But yeah, you could have focused more on speech and portfolio representation. There was nothing about nothing as a portfolio in your arguments or in your points. So please do keep in mind about that particular thing. And with that, again, we conclude the open debate. Now I would expect the authors of the solution papers to table the documents respectively. First, we'll table the document of uh, authored by Google because they sent it first. Then we're going to table the document provided by Microsoft, I believe. So yeah, delegate of Google, along with the sponsors, uh, do give the platform to the sponsors as well for the solutions. If a particular solution is given by a particular sponsor, they will have to explain it, and
Sure.
accordingly they'll be marked.
Sure. So, what I'll do is that I'll view the solution and then whichever delegate gave it, I'll give the platform to them. Is that all right?
Yeah, if it's possible, you can share your screen as well and show us the document.
Sure. Actually, I've shared the document in the main group. So, yeah.
Yep, I got it, but yeah, like if you can share the screen right now, it would be like great for everyone. If that's not
Okay,
possible,
sure. Yeah,
however, we understand. That's also fine, but it would be more
yeah.
accessible.
Just
Yeah.
give me a sec. I'll share my screen. Just give me a sec.
In the meantime, delegate of Starbucks would like to say something, right? Starbucks or Nestle, I guess.
yeah, I was just like a normal, like the Microsoft delegate raised a hand by mistakenly, just like the Bill Gates made the Jefferson Epstein mistakenly only, I guess.
Okay, point noted.
Okay, I have shared my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Is it visible? Okay. Okay, so the first solution was given by Tata.
Just kindly explain the solution starter.
Sure, okay, my bad. Okay, so since I already mentioned in my conclusion that they should adopt um, Tata's excellence model because we have been dominating uh, company in the Indian market since 1868, which is like a huge time. Like, I don't think so there's any other company out there who has done it so, according to my knowledge. So of course, my solutions are really related to the excellence model. Priyakshi, could you just...
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm having some issues. Just give me a second. I'll reshare my
Okay,
screen.
I'll just I'll just say, from the from my excellence model, there are four solutions that I find really good and would help other companies to be as good as Tata, and be ethical in its nature while being profitable. The first thing is transparency in employees' layoffs and reasons clearly stated. Tata is really known for its transparency. You can go to Tata Sons and you can literally go through all the documents it has been given through. So I want that transparency when it comes to the employees, because सब लोग टाटा सॉल्ट यूज करते हैं और इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है that there is a product defect in Tata. Okay, so that comes with that product, that quality of Tata comes from the employees, and when employees are kept out of the companies, it hurts them, and there can be really misconception about that. So the first thing I need transparency in why the employees of different companies are being laid off from the companies. The second is risk management practices, corporate governance, sustainability should be taught to the employees. Of course, Tata is focuses on long-term business workings. So for long term, it's really risky. For long term, you will have to make a really, you have to go through different stages of governance. In 1868, it was a different government period. uh, then after during the 90s, it was a different government period. So Tata has adopted, so for that we need to teach our employees to adopt through that corporate governance. Then again, sustainability should be taught. The Tata Steels are really known for its sustainability. uh, Sustainable development is really, I mean, I don't even need to explain why sustainable development is important. And also it becomes easy for the investors to invest, because modern investors, they do not want, they would like to, avoid any
Okay, we
kind of...
got it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got it, delegate. Now, as to chair, I would like to know the solution paper provided by your particular blog. Who provided the solution fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh? Just tell me the name of those
Six. Let me
portfolio.
research. It was Starbucks.
Four, five, six, seven. All four of them.
Just a second. 6 and 7 was Starbucks. Yeah.
And four
Yes.
and five.
Yes. Starbucks.
Okay. And second and third, Tata.
No, the first one was Tata. Second was Google. Third was Tata, and then fourth, this one, Transparency of Philanthropic Trust Funds. This was Tata, and then the last 11 and number 10 was Google, and 9 was Anthropic, but she's not present here. Yeah, that's it.
And 11.
11 was by Google.
And 9 was Entropic, right?
Yes.
8.
8 was by Tata.
You can just
Chair,
explain.
excuse me,
Yeah.
Chair. Yeah, I'm so sorry. 8 was by Google, not Tata.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell something regarding the solutions. Um, I know that not all of you have done model attenuations to know what exactly is a resolution and how actually it is drafted, and it's not a resolution. We are following a hybrid format. So I'm just allowing these solutions. Otherwise, like it's really summarized. Okay. Solution should be really detailed. How exactly? Now let's take any solution. Let's take the first solution only. Mandatory workforce restructuring transparency. how exactly will the HR team, how exactly will the management team, technological aspects, then fundings, financial drivers, how they will work together, how they will cooperate together, will they create another branch in their own company, will they integrate with another company? All that stuff should be mentioned in a very streamlined manner, but we'll allow that. I'm giving points, not a lot of points, obviously. And why I asked regarding the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and the ninth, tenth, 11, because I'm not going to take these solutions into account. We're not going to be marked for that because you have just uh, mentioned the title for it. That's not how solutions are going to work. So only first, second, third, and the eighth number solution is going to be taken into account. Rest are going to be disregarded. Okay. So I believe it's really easy for all the delegates to go through all the solutions now that it's not much. We're going to move forward with the resolution solution paper of the second block. Okay. So Microsoft, you can just share your screen and go through it.
Actually, I'm having some difficulties, so I'm not able to share the screen. Is it fine if I read it out?
Yeah,
If I
it's
read
fine.
it. So I will read from the very beginning or from the points that we have written.
From the points that you've written.
Yeah. So the
And
first two
also,
points. Yeah.
yeah, and also ask the delegates who have provided solutions to explain their own points. Okay.
Okay. So the first 2 points are given by Swiggy. So I would like to request the delegate of Swiggy to explain those 2 points.
So Swiggy and Microsoft Leap will work together to help more than 1 lakh women to learn useful job skills by the year 2030, and both the company will share the cost equally, and they will provide training in areas such as digital skills, customer service, technology. And after completing the training, the women can apply to jobs at Swiggy or even partnered companies with Microsoft, or even they can start their own business. So
Thank
that's
you
the
so much.
solution. Yeah. And the second point is with integrating, I think, integrating AI, uh, and I guess integrating AI, the second point.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Integrating AI for
So
the safety.
yeah, so our dedicated emergency button will be available inside the rider's app. So when a rider is in an accident, so Claude AI will instantly detect the situation and alert the nearest emergency contact ambulance and Swiggy support team. So AI, after implementing AI, the reduce of response uh, time from 11 minutes to 5 minutes we aim. And AI can also identify high risk delivery zones, such as, and also point out safer routes to reduce certain accidents. So Swiggy will be funding the entire thing, and Claude will be supervising the implementation of, the Anthropic will be integrating the implementation of Claude AI into our system. And state governments can later take part in this. Also, Swiggy aims to establish its partnership with the Sulabh International Sanitation Initiative, uh, that can provide clean and affordable sanitation facilities for our women delivery partners, especially. And so, how will it work? So, Swiggy Partner app will display the nearest Sulabh toilet using the GPS, and the delivery partners will be receiving free subsidized digital passes or QR codes for access, and priority access will be provided for women delivery partners. So that's the kind of solution we aim to propose jointly. Yeah.
Yes. So now we have the third point that was given by IKEA.
Yeah. So, as we stated before, IKEA believes that if done right, employee welfare is actually an investment, or it can be made into an investment by actually on the ways in which we can actually invest in our employees is by providing them the job training, training them to show leadership skills, to anonymously report the workplace issues, to correct the co-workers, and hosting skill development and employee training workshops within the company actually helps the company itself by promoting the employees and encouraging them to work harder to actually increase their productivity, and it reduces the staff turnover, which actually benefits the company by reducing costs of new hiring new employees regularly. So
Okay,
yes,
so
that
yeah. So next point, point number 4, we have by nothing. Nothing.
Sorry. Being a delegate on nothing, I would propose first that all the point that we see, we have been practicing it under nothing as well. So the explanation of the point goes as tying executive bonuses strictly to quarterly earnings or stock prices creates a short-term incentive structure. It encourages leaders or the CEOs to prioritize immediate financial gains, sometimes by cutting corners, overworking employees, or ignoring environmental impacts. But by trying a significant portion of compensation to non-profit KPIs, key performance initiatives, often called ESG matrix, environmental, social, and governance, companies fundamentally change what success looks like. This shift is very crucial because it aligns incentives with long-term value and reduces legal and reputational risks and forces accountability on sustainability. Thank you.
So the fifth point is by Microsoft. So I would be explaining it. So in Microsoft, we believe that it's very important to run a business, and the basic principle of business is profit and loss. So we cannot do cost cutting by layoffs, but we can do responsible cost cutting. And what I mean by responsible cost cutting is that we should look for different supply chains, because in Microsoft and many other global companies, there are many global suppliers. So we should be able to dynamically compare the prices and the quality of the products that we are selling to our company. Apart from it, we should focus on automation. Now, automation, people might think that it will lead to direct layoffs, but no. When we automatize a system, then the employees of that particular department or group, they can be reskilled into another department or group. So in that way, we are not layoffing anyone, and we are restructuring our company. The sixth point is by again Microsoft, so I would be explaining it, that we should follow a long-term stakeholder model where before taking any major decisions in the company, we should be assessing the impact on employees, customers, the shareholders, suppliers, and at the end, moreover, in the greater view of the society. We should look into the impact that our decisions can make, and our goal should always be sustainable profit through trust, because trust is the main element of any other successful business. Any other company, any business that have become successful is because of the trust that the customers put into them. So we should follow a long-term stakeholder model where the customer, the society, the government, the suppliers, and the employees have faith and trust over the entrepreneur and over the board of directors. Then we have a seventh point that is by Swiggy. Swiggy, can you please explain the seventh point?
The seventh point, yes, let me open it up.
Yeah, sure.
What was the seventh point? Okay. Yes, yes. 1 minute. Let me open it up. Yeah. So it was like the launching a national-wide sensitivity campaign to encourage the society to treat gig workers with respect, dignity, and humanitarian approach. Now, Swiggy will be starting a campaign across India, with support from apartments and housing societies and also restaurants, schools, and offices. So we can post short videos on Instagram and to our WhatsApp status to, you know, uh, encouraging them to speak politely with our delivery partners, allow them lifts and elevators instead of forcing them to climb the stairs, and also give them access to clean drinking water and washrooms wherever possible, and avoid making them wait unnecessarily at the security gates. So uh, we aim to, humanize society with a gig worker friendly approach or initiative, so to yes, initiate this training. Yeah. So Swiggy's app also can deliver short messages and awareness messages to customers to treat more respectfully with our workers. Yes.
All right. So now we have the eighth point that is again given by Microsoft. So I would be explaining. So in a modern business in the modern world, the company should focus on a profit sharing model where if the stocks of the company increases, the employees get a certain share of it. Now, what does it will do? It will keep the employees motivated. Now, motivation makes the employees more productive, creative, and innovative, which ultimately influences the profitability of any company. So it's like a chain where if the employees remain motivated, they will work more, they will produce greater profits, and if there are greater profits, it will directly benefit them. So this is what in Microsoft we suggest, that is a profit sharing and employee ownership model. Then we have the ninth and tenth point by Nestle. I would like to request the delegate of Nestle to explain the last two points.
Once again, my assist. There is a
Yeah,
problem
sure.
again. Please give me also. Yeah, from an Nestle, the 9 and 10 point is for home and me. The 9 point, the strengthened child labor monitoring and remediation system, CLMRS. Nestle can allocate dedicated CRS funds to expanded independent third party audits and conduct a regular unannounced inspection of cocoa farms and suppliers. It can also use a digital supply chain tracking to identify high risk areas and work with the local governments and NGOs to remove the children from hazardous labor, support their education, and provide alternative financial assistance to affect the family so they don't have to force themselves to go through a difficult problems. The 10 point to ensuring the responsible and traceable sourcing. Nestle can increase the investment in end-to-end supply chain, traceability to digitally tracking raw materials such as cocoa, coffee, palm oil from the farms to the production facilities. The company can partner with the certified suppliers, farmers, NGOs, and the governments while providing the farmers with the training and financial initiatives to adopt the ethical and sustainable practices. This would reduce the unethical sourcing of risks while building a more stable and reliable long-term supply chain. Yes.
Yes, so those were our 10 points.
All right, so we have discussed all the solutions as of now, and we'll give a 5 minutes of breakout session. Okay? After that, we'll meet again. Stay in the meeting. We'll just discuss with the organizing committee once and finalizing the mark sheet. All of the solutions have been marked accordingly. Yeah, that's it from my side. I'll be reverting back to you. All right, everyone. So I talked with the organizing committee, and it seems that the winner announcement will be done after 2 to 3 days. I'll provide the mark sheet by today to the organizing committee. Well, talking about the whole committee, now we are coming into a conclusion. Okay, इसके बाद और debate नहीं होने वाला है. Um, Now we're in an informal setting. We're not in the formal setting anymore. We have suspended the debate. So, as the chair of the committee, it was fun, to be honest. I was not expecting such enthusiasm from the delegates, but again, it's for the good, right? And few call outs, special mentions to delegate of Swiggy, Microsoft, Tata for their, unmatched resilience to debate and to present their portfolio. And just because I did not include your name into that special mention wala list, don't feel depressed. You all did great. Okay. Nothing was also great. The most brilliant questions asked during the committee proceedings was by nothing only. So he did great. Questions में तो nothing का delegate तो माहिर है. फिर I was expecting the Anthropic delegate to attend today's event as well, committee proceedings, but sadly we could not have her. If she was there, then it would have been more entertaining. It's a missed opportunity. But yeah. Another point that I would like to highlight: delegate of Swiggy and Microsoft, they all mentioned that they will collaborate with Anthropic, use Claude का framework into Swiggy का model. The thing is, Anthropic is in the block of Google. If you're collaborating with Anthropic, then generally it should be, you know, it's necessary for you both to be in a block. And since you both were not in the same block, and since Swiggy proposed a solution involving Anthropic, since the solution was good, you were marked. But due to the fact that you both were not in the same block and you were proposing to collaborate, and it was only a one-sided collaboration since Anthropic was not there, there were some deduction of points. Again, for some future conferences like this, hybrid conferences, some points that I would like to highlight regarding the resolution and solution papers. Please do make sure that you're not manipulated by few of the experienced people. There's a very high level difference between a sponsor or a signatory and an author. Okay? Authors get the maximum points. I thought that at least Swiggy and Microsoft both will be authors, but it turns out only Microsoft is the author. So the thing is, obviously they will get the marks accordingly. And do make sure that if you are a part of a particular block, you're supporting every solution that is proposed there. So even if one of the company policies are violated, the whole solution paper will get some negative points. That means all of the countries or all of the companies involved in a particular resolution or a solution paper respectively will also get the negative points. In this particular committee, it was for the resolution or solution paper of Microsoft, uh, which is authored by Microsoft basically. And coming to the resolution or you can say solution paper of Google, well, first of all, since Google is not a formal participant of this particular event, I thought that there would have been more than one particular author. I was expecting Tata to be author, but anyways. And solutions, please do keep in mind that solutions should be very, it's a like art of detailing. You have to detail it. Even if you propose three solutions, detail it well, okay? That's how you get more points. Coming back to the argument and points, it's left to be averaged out. So I'm averaging out points. You have been uh, presenting excellent points all throughout the committee. So in one go, it's not right for me to mark you. So I have marked you separately for separate points that you have raised and argued on. And I'll average it out and you'll get the mark sheet as well from my side. Negative points has been allotted. There's one particular portfolio. I won't tell the name, but that particular portfolio got -1 in the answers, you know, department of the mark sheet. And the answers is out of 5. So that particular delegate got -1. One particular delegate got 1. So you better work out with your answers. And in portfolio representation, I'm heavily disappointed, except from a few other delegates. Most of the delegates have got 2 only. That's the bare minimum that I can allot to you, since you have presented some points. That was the bare minimum. And now I'm going to calculate the grand total and all. I'm going to hand over the platform to Priyakshi, and she's going to tell you the rest of the procedures. And yeah, it was a great experience for me overall. Thanks everyone. Thanks for listening to the judge. Thanks for uh, you know debating about your company stance and on this particular agenda. I hope you all learned something. I also learned something. Everyone should learn. And again, it's really good to see both experienced delegates and non-experienced delegates debating together, working together basically. You all will improve. I know that. Um, so yeah, that's it. That's it for myself.
Thank you so much, Arkashish. It was a really good part for you. And other than that, as a founder, I would just like to ask everyone, how did you feel about the event? Because this is a very new concept. I don't think anyone has ever done this before, whoever is present here. So I just want to ask everyone, how did you feel about it? The whole event from yesterday to today. Tata, did you feel bad because you're giving crying emojis?
I am sleepy.
I'm sorry.
I am sleepy, bro. But yeah, the
Okay.
event was really good. But
Okay.
that,
Did you guys enjoy it?
yeah.
Yeah, very much from the
Okay.
beginning.
And
Very the one argument between the Microsoft was very much interesting at last. Mistakes were done.
okay. And what about Triti, Gyanav,
Yeah, I enjoyed
Nandini?
it a
Yes,
lot. It was like really amazing use of my time.
Okay, I'm very happy to hear that. And what about Triti?
it was definitely very enjoyable.
Okay, thank you so much. I mean, this was a very new idea, and I think most of you all know it was actually supposed to happen on 27 and 28, but due to some issues, it did not happen. But then again, as a founder, I'm really happy that you guys enjoyed it, and it means a lot to me and also my team. Right. So as we come to the end, I just have one request from you all. Can you all on your camera because we need to take a picture for our social media. Wait, not the chat phase. Wait. Triti, Gyanav, Arkashish, Abhayan, Dev. Okay.
Let me try. Wait a second.
Yeah, try like Arkashish, can you also on your camera like yeah.
I'm really sorry. Like, I don't have a camera on the desktop right now, so I won't be able
Okay,
to
okay.
do it.
Okay, no issues, no issues. Okay, so uh not Pratinav, can you like take the picture?
Excuse me again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
can you take the picture like a type of
Yeah, yeah,
screenshot?
yeah. Sure,
Yeah,
sure, sure.
everyone just post whatever you want, like anything. Yeah. Just
Wait a second. Wait a second.
बाद में कर लेना style. ले लो picture.
कोई ज्यादा नहीं बोलने का.
Okay, take just like 3, 2, 1 बोलना and then we'll post.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Okay, then thank you so much, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm really happy to hear the positive feedbacks. And then we'll also come with the offline version of Business Team Conclave very soon, and I hope to see you all there. do support it, and the winners will be announced after 2 to 3 days. So wait for that reveal. And yeah, that's all from our end. Thank you so much. Now enjoy your day, like do whatever you want. Bye bye.